Hey, what's happening, everyone? So I wanted to make a video. This video is not going to be like the majority of my other videos, because my other videos have been holding women accountable, because I think that our women in America are grossly inappropriate, grossly unfit to be married, and I feel that the acts and actions that our women display will make our community, the black community, severely unmarried, because they just don't give men a reason to marry them. However, we're talking about men today. We're talking about the Manosphere, what has become of the Manosphere since the passing of Kevin Samuels. It's become more of a joke, in my opinion. Everything is about entertainment. I don't watch a lot of these guys, but I do see clips of some of their content, and it's just bringing women on to their platform so they can go back and forth, talking the same talking points that we've always spoken, as if it's up for debate. No, it's not up for debate. It is not up for debate. The way that women are has to change. We don't care about your perspective. So bringing these women on just so you can cash in on your clicks and views, that's not impressive. That's not beneficial to us for any reason other than entertainment. And I think it's corny because we hide behind the Manosphere label. I don't get it. I don't respect it. A lot of y'all guys are just, you have zero value. Zero value. You know, you might be able to put together a monologue really cleverly, and you might spit, a message that can resonate to a lot of men. But what is the purpose? We've been doing this. The reason I like Kevin so much is because Kevin wouldn't give you an inch. He's gonna hold your feet all the way over the fire, and if you so happen to get burned, then so be it. A lot of the guys in this group, whatever it may be, whatever you want to call the Manosphere, seem like the things that these women say and the way that these women feel matters, as if it's up for debate. It is not up for debate. Another thing that I've noticed is that the women you brothers have supported, I've been recently made aware that Pearly Things is the number one YouTube or whatever she's on. She's the number one content creator when it comes to Manosphere content. It's a woman. It's a woman. We cannot be desperate enough just to let anybody come in just because they're speaking our talking points. We have to fight this battle on our own. Simply, number one reason I say we have to get her out of the paint. Simply, number one, she's a woman. Number two, I find her very masculine. You don't have to agree, but I find her very boyish. You can't be feminine and boyish. It's yeah. Number 3, she doesn't have a husband. So if she was applying all this great content, all this knowledge that she has, if she's really applying that, if she truly has the game on lock the way that she act like she does, why she ain't got a ring on her finger? Now there's a lot of women out here in these streets that's really trying to put forth effort, and they're with people long term. Pearl claims to be single. So you can't say that you have the recipe to get the results that you're telling other women that they should achieve, but it's not working for you, and you're using the same methods that you're telling them to use. It doesn't make sense. Then you have content creators like I forgot the lady, I think her name is Chantel and Courtney. They're going back and forth. It's a catty thing, and 2 women going back and forth in the Manosphere. You brothers are creating monsters. You're creating something that was really good at one point in time and destroying it just because you want to be entertained. Like women, this is a crisis we're in. This ain't anything for us to be playing around with and just seeing who's going to insult who today and in what position. This is a real crisis. This is about, if you're a single man, this is about you potentially finding someone that you can potentially marry. And if you are married, it's about the people after you, your family, your lineage. We want to rectify this. Not like I said, the guys I want to say Abba and Preach and Fresh and Fit, it's all entertainment shit. Ain't nobody offering no real content. I like O'Shea Do Jackson, but O'Shea even kind of be on the, he's on the entertainment side. Ain't nobody really lacing game. Ain't nobody really putting in no real work. Y'all might say, what kind of real work are you talking about? I think what Kevin Samuels was doing, and I know Kevin Samuels is a unique person because he had tremendous patience. A lot of women that I've seen him talk to, I'm like, how is he dealing with this? Why has he hung up? But he had extreme patience, and he would not allow you to sneak your way off of whatever the topic is. He always held your feet to the fire. And even when I felt like some of his examples and or his statistics might have been a little off, the point remains the same. The point remains the same. So this is a video really calling out fellas. Tighten up. Let's get more serious about how we're carrying ourselves publicly. Because even if we did get women to start being more feminine in the West in droves, this is what they have to pick from. You catty and messy guys, this is what we have to pick from. All these back and forth. Nah. It's repetitive. It's redundant. We done heard all the talking points. Ain't nothing else you can say to make these women understand and to make these women or convince these women that what you're saying is what's most beneficial for them. So leave it alone and go find somebody who's willing to be receptive of the information. But I'm really disheartened at how we've responded. I really am. And like I said, I'm not telling anybody to pick up the baton and replicate what Kevin did. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is we need to relay the message in a way that isn't clownish. that ain't just for entertainment. Malcolm X had a saying, and I forgot what speech it was, but it said, "Make it plain." We get so caught up in trying to have verbal jujitsu with all these women, and we try to sound so clever so we can get people to follow us and support us, so we can cash out, and we get so caught up in that we forget that we are in a real crisis. We are in a real crisis, and if your true hope and goal is for men and women to truly bridge the gap that we have, you have to be, if you choose to be a voice to the public, you have to take your platforms more serious. You have to, or it's what you're doing is a waste, and it's solely for a check. And I know a lot of guys have gotten wealthy off of it, and I'm not hating. I respect it. Get your money, get your bread. I ain't hating on it. But don't let this just be entertainment. Let's start getting some real results if you're going to do it. I really am in a position now, in a mindset now, is leave these women alone. Ain't no need to keep bashing them. Ain't no need to keep going back and forth with them. Just leave them alone. Get you somebody from the Caribbean. Get you somebody from Africa if you like black women. And if you like others, then find out where they are. But if you like black women, check out the Caribbean. Check out Africa. You still got your challenges with those women, but they're not as bullheaded as the women here in America. They're not as bullheaded. But that's pretty much what I wanted to share, man. Let's tighten up as fellas, men. And don't say, "Oh, he's too serious," because this is a serious predicament we're in. This ain't nothing to play around with, so we have to be serious. There's a time and place for everything. Everything don't have to be a joke. Everything don't have to be a damn a chess game. Just lay down the law. We done said our perspective as men 1,000 times. Saying it 1,001 is meaningless. They're not going to get the message if they don't want to receive the message. The only way you're going to really get them to truly truly get it is if you try to walk them down one by one like Kevin attempted to do. Don't have a panel. Just walk them down one by one. Or just leave their ass alone altogether. Because at the end of the day, we know men can operate alone. Women can technically operate alone, but it's usually in chaos. Women like the security that men bring. Know that. So know that you have some type of leverage. Know that you do have, when you go talking to these women, don't go pussyfooting around. Lay down the law on day one. That's what happens with a lot of you guys. You guys kind of just go in the door too soft. And I'm not saying you need to go in there rude or mean, but I think you do need to go in there direct, so you can set the tone early. They can understand this man is kind of on his business, and I got to kind of take him seriously. And when I move and when I do things, I got to be intentional, and I got to know what the hell I got going on. And I can't be reckless. I can't just do stuff just because I feel like doing it. Because if I do, I got to answer to him. But I'm rambling at this point, man. I appreciate y'all for watching this video. I'm going to holler at you on the next one. If you got a comment or whatever, question, shoot it below. Holla.